Since the Syrian war began in 2011, an estimated 1.5 million refugees have fled to Lebanon. But with Lebanon now in a crisis of its own, anti-Syrian rhetoric is at an all-time high.
I face a lot of difficulties because I am Syrian. They call me a beggar and a refugee. And if we want to work, they don't let us because we are Syrian.
But going back to Syria is not a viable alternative either.
I think me and my family will die because there is war. Me, my kids, and my husband. We don't know when the bombs will come. But if we stay here, there's no bread, no water, no electricity. We can't live here or there.
Rayan's fear of being sent back to Syria is not unrealistic. Lebanese officials have been talking at length about sending refugees back.
Syrian migration is a humanitarian problem and is exacerbating the economic problems in Lebanon. We have a recession and a government going into bankruptcy. At the same time, we are providing 1.5 million Syrians with food, water, weed, and electricity. It's been 11 years. It's time for the refugees to go back to their countries.
He says support from Syria will also aid in the plan.
The places where the refugees will go in Syria are fully equipped with water, electricity, schools, transportation, and they will be helped to get re-employed.
The ongoing political and economic crisis in Lebanon in recent years has sent the local currency in a free fall, drastically changing the socioeconomic fabric of the country. 80% of families are living in poverty, a number that's even higher among the refugee population. Resources are limited, particularly for essentials like bread, fueling the conversation over whose needs should have priority.
It's not about the resources at the beginning. Many times it's more about public consumption, political maneuvering, and all of these kind of discourses. Yet, at least in the recent years, it's becoming more serious because Lebanese themselves are really struggling.
Al-Hajj says the problem isn't black and white.
It's not only the Lebanese government, it's not only the Syrian refugees or the Syrian government, it's really an international crisis, and it should be dealt with from that angle.